I never thought I'd see the day when we had to go to Washington and demand a child sex molester's files become public. What is this? Russia? China? OHELLNO. I ain't shutting up about this. Prince Andrew's party where they actually had sex, toys, lubricants, condoms. It sounds like Sean Combs. British taxpayers are paying for that? Breaking news tonight. Jeffrey Epstein victims demand prosecute Prince Andrew as King Charles axes Andrew's prince title. He's got bigger problems now. Demands from Capitol Hill. Prince Andrew, come here and testify on U.S. soil. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us. Out of the blue, Virginia Giuffre's book drops coincidentally the night before Andrew gets stripped of all of his titles. Timing. Wow, what timing? And now, Prince Andrew's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, it was very gently bubbling. It has boiled over. And now, the king, as in King Charles, is being heckled because of his baby brother. Listen.
How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein? Have you asked the police to cover up for Andrew? Have you asked the police to cover up for Andrew?
That from our friends at Sky News. If you couldn't understand the heckler, he's yelling out, have you asked the police to cover up for Andrew? How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein? Look, I'm happily an American. I don't want a king or a prince or a princess. None of that. That's for Disney. Okay? But when you have a book published by a victim, Virginia Giuffre, and coincidentally, that very week, Prince Andrew is stripped of his titles, don't tell me that her book, posthumously publicized, had nothing to do with Andrew's downfall. My question is, how can this help the actual victims? Really? Straight out to Lynn Shaw. She is in D.C. right now, lobbying, fighting for the release of the Epstein files. I never thought I'd see the day when we had to go to Washington and demand a child files become public. What is this? Russia? China? Where there are secret dealings behind closed doors? OHELLNO. I ain't shutting up about this. God bless you, Lynn Shaw, for being in D.C. fighting for the release of those files. But I want to, by the way, Lynn Shaw, founder director, Lynn's Warriors, which is dedicated to eradicating trafficking of girls and women and more. But did you notice the way and the timing of Andrew, Prince Andrew? It's like I just ate, a hairball trying to say Prince Andrew. The timing is after the Palm Beach debacle, and I'm about to go to Greg Morse, who is joining us from Palm Beach on this. After that, he knows Epstein is he knows that. But that said, play again soon. Talk about minimizing pain and suffering.
I am disgusted with this whole story. It really means nothing for us in Washington, in the United States, fighting for our victims of not only these criminals, but also all victims. What it does, why this does matter, though, is because it keeps it out there, the narrative. It keeps it in the headlines. It keeps people talking about it. But we only care about to be in Washington and to have a client list, the whole thing called a hoax, to have people fighting, to have people saying we have it all on our desk and we're going to release it. And they've done zero. So we demand that they open this up for America. We want files. We want accountability. We want to bring people to trial. How about we don't talk about so many things here in America, the Zorro Ranch and all of those complicit who participated in that, the buyers of all this. I'm going to call them buyers because I'm sure money was exchanged, because none of these people do anything unless there's financial incentive, money's involved. So you know what? This may be great. And Buckingham Palace put out a cute little nice announcement the other day that they stand with all victims, survivors. But you know who didn't sign off on that? Andrew. Andrew is still in denial. So we don't care about him. We care about all the girls and women that have been victims of this for decades now, and we demand answers and accountability.